for entertainment leisure, my friends. There he is. You see him? He's a gentle creature. He's so loving. All he wants to do is to be pet all of the time. All day long, he would let you pet him. He wouldn't even eat. He'd just let you sit there and pet him. He's an adorable creature, right? Mr. Rabbit, you're adorable, aren't you? Look at all these people who love you. Mr. Bunny, you see all these people who are looking at you right now. What do you have to say about that? See, he's like, just give me more petting. That's all I care about. More petting is all that I'm interested in right now. You see that? He's like, please pet me. Brush me. Tattletale. There. Look at him. He is adorable. Show everybody your beautiful ears. Look at how beautiful your ears are, Mr. Rabbit. You see all this? Look, he's just chilling. You wait till Mrs. Bunny comes over here. She's going to get jealous of you getting all the attention. Mr. Rabbit. See, tell them, if you like rabbits, make sure you touch the like button at the top of your screen. The rabbit wants you to go to your like button right now and touch it. He's like, touch the like button right there. Rabbit Cam, my friends. Spiritual entertainment from my beautiful rabbit. He's got an adorable little beard here. You can't see it, but right underneath his chin is just like a little white patch. He's got a little white patch. It's adorable. You could see like a little bit of it right down here. Yes, he's adorable. Oh, someone's coming. Someone's getting jealous of you, Mr. Rabbit. She's coming. I see her. Oh, shoot. Now she is jealous. Oh, no, Mrs. Rabbit is here. She's like, I want to be on the TV now. Yeah, you want to be on the TV, Mrs. Rabbit? Oh, now they're in love. Look at that. Aren't they adorable? You see all that? Say, why aren't they touching the like button? They're watching. There's a like button at the top of your screen. Say, why aren't you touching the like button? See? The rabbits want you to touch the like button. You see how adorable they are? True love right there. True rabbit love. True comfort. A rabbit tail. Look at that eye. You see that eye? Look at that. That is the eye of comfort. Right there. You see it? Oh, ho, ho. He just like pet me. Brush me. Brush me. Tattletale. There you are. See, all these people love you, Mr. Rabbit. Oh, yes. So many people enjoy watching you, Mr. Bunny. You bring so much happiness to people. See, I got a whole playlist called Rabbit Cam, where you could see the adorable rabbits in action here. They are adorable. All of my rabbits here, they love to be pet. They love their pets. You see that? Look at all these people. They think you're adorable, Mr. Rabbit. There's a close-up of his. He's like, I'm just chilling. Look at that. Rabbit nose right there. You see it? You see the rabbit nose? He's like, don't touch my nose. Just pet me. Oh, look at all these people adoring you, Mr. Rabbit. You bring so many people happiness. Yes, so many Everyone loves rabbits. Everyone loves rabbits, right? Mrs. Rabbit, what do you think about that? What do you think about all your fans, Mrs. Rabbit? They have come here to see you. What do you think about that? They just want to be pet. They're in a comfortable place right now, you see. They're very comfortable. Oh, fluffy. All that fluffiness, all the fluffiness, all the beauty of the rabbits. Oh, ho, 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 ho. All right, I got to start my show. Mr. Rabbit, show them the great eye of the rabbit. The eye of the rabbit right there. He was adorable. You want to go back to sleep? All right. I'll let you sleep, my fuzzy bunnies. Mrs. Rabbit here. What do you have to say about that, Mrs. Bunny? What do you want to say about that? Let's get a close-up of her. You see how adorable? Look at that nose. Look at that cute little nose on here. She is adorable. She is adorable. All these people love, watch your nose here. Your little nose here. Look at that little nose. Oh my goodness. Everyone loves the rabbit here. Rabbit Cam live, my friends, for your entertainment leisure. All right, I got to get my show started. My rabbits, it's time for me to start my show here. So let's find a good pentangle. Got some new pentangles here. I got to see which one works best. Let's take a look at this one. How does this one fit? That's a nice one, right? Lots of Celtic knots. What do you think? This one or this one? Which do you like better? Pentangle number 1 or pentangle number 2? This is pentangle number 2. Which do you prefer? You want the rabbits back on? Pentangle 1 or 2, my friends. You want pentangle? Look, we got everyone is split here. So let's go back to pentangle 1. Pentangle 1 or pentangle 2? 1, 2, 1, 2. Do I need to do a vote? 2 is better? All right. 1 is too bright. Okay. So we're doing number 2? All right. Pentangle number 2. Now this one's got some runes and shit on it. I think this is from Wicca. You got some Nordic symbols in it. You got symbols of prosperity and life. Very beautiful. The Swift One Aquarius, he's like, give me 1 or give me death. 1 is gayer and thus better. Yeah, we need some homosexuality this morning there. There you go. You like that? Let me see how it looks with me in front of it. 1 is more gayer. We have to represent our homosexuality, right? All right. Let me plug it in, my friends. Spiritual entertainment. It's so loud, you think. Well, that's because when you're gay, you have to be loud, right? You got to be a flamer, right? It's raining men. Hallelujah. It's raining men. All right. Let's see how I look with this number 1, right? Let's take a look. I got to plug my wires and shit are everywhere here. All right. Let's get my plug together here. What a moment to come into. Kiki. You come in at the best part. We got a gay pentangle in the background here. All right. Let's get it going, my friends. Spiritual entertainment, about to get the introduction here. It's a double tap the Star of David, my friends. There we are. What do you think? Is this good? Or do you like the other pentangle? Is this a good color for me? Nice and bright. Neon colors, right? What do you think, Kiki? What do you think about this one? You like it? Number 2, yeah. You're all for number 2? Yeah. The Royal Gay Gold Star treatment. This is super. All right. We have an official representative who enjoys this one here in the background. Yeah. It's good. You like it? Okay. There's our crazy ex-girlfriend 2.0. She had disappeared for a little bit. Yeah. But you're in a relationship with Luke Duke, right? You're Daisy Duke now, right? Let's roll with it nice and bright. You like it? All right, here. Let me give you my introduction, my friends. Hear the voice of the bard, who present, past, and future sees, whose ears have heard the holy word that walked amongst the ancient trees, calling the lapsed soul and weeping in the evening dew, that might control the starry pole and fallen light renew. O earth, return our eyes out of the dewy grass. Night has worn and the morn rises from the slumberous mass. Turn away no more, while without turn away. The starry floor, the watery shore, is given thee to the break of day. Good to be with you, my friends. It is I, your spiritual entertainer, nothing more, nothing less, your bard, here to provide the finest in spiritual entertainment, comedy, and spirituality coming out of the cauldron of the goddess Ceridwen for your entertainment leisure. I am a member of the Order of Bards, Ovites, and Druids. I represent the comedy branch, right? So it's good to be with you, my friends. Don't forget, hit the like button as you come in at the top of your screen. It is right up there for your entertainment leisure. We got a wonderful introduction from my beautiful rabbits this morning, right? Today's Thursday. I'm going to be on here 3 times today, burning, because next week, everything changes. School starts. I'm only going to be doing 2 shows a day for most of the week. Weekends, usually 1. Eventually, we do Wednesday nights. We do 7 Days to Die. But eventually, we're going to have to, I mean, it gets repetitive and boring for me. So probably a few more times we'll do a few more zombie invasions, and then we'll move on to another community organized game. Who knows what that will be. Ice Cream Sprinkles, Steve is here, the High Priestess of the Mountains. It's storming where you're at right now up there in New York. Yeah. Double tap the Star of David, my friends. Don't forget, there's a like button right up above my head. Give it a touch. Help a bard out. I do this for a living. Having is wonderful. This afternoon's video game, I think, I'm going to return back to Dwetterhold. That wonderful game. I didn't get far in it at all, right? It's a beautiful game, even though it's early access. Beautiful, well done game. I might return to that. It was released yesterday. I got a good deal on it. And tonight, I don't know what we'll be doing tonight, because a lot of people missed 7 Days to Die last night. Maybe we'll do that again tonight. We will see. Tomorrow is Dungeons and Dragons night, right? I keep forgetting to put that up. I'll have to do that after the show. Live stream blowouts until next week. Yeah. Oh, man. Maybe I should do like an all-day stream so you could see my whole life as it goes around, you know. Viper. Good to see you, Viper. How's it going? Yeah. In Belgium, July and August, no school here. You're lucky. Yeah. One of my kids goes back to school next Wednesday, and then the rest of them the following week. Yeah. School's out no longer, right? Mid to late August in the U.S. usually, yeah. Unless they're private or charter schools, right? Anyone mow my lawn for $40? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I will certainly mow your lawn for $40. That's a good deal, depending how big your lawn is, right? And you'll give us a beverage? What type of beverage we talking about? I only drink malt liquors, like Colt 45. Yeah. When will the next show or movie watch? See, I don't know what to watch, right? Next summer, probably. I don't know. I have. That's the thing. Where can you find an hour-long parody, right? So I have to research what we could watch next as a community watch party, right? Reefer Madness, I mean, you can't really top that. That was like the best of the best, right? So I'll search around and think of some things, right? Maybe Cheech and Chong, right? Those were some good film, right? They are debating here also to change it 2 months. Yeah, some schools want to do it all year long and have 4-day weekends. I mean that's ingenious, right? There's summer's fun to have off, right? But the culture is different for children now than when I was a kid. Summer meant you got to play outside. Kids don't do that shit anymore. It's very unhealthy when they're home all the time because they're always gaming and stuff, right? They don't get to go outside. That's unfortunately the culture of children today. So it might be a good idea to do 4 days school, 3-day weekends. I think that would be an ingenious, right? Um, you gotta I gotta mow my mother's lawn. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah. Get a load of this unemployed. Yes, I'm currently unemployed. Yeah, I'm looking for. I'm no longer able to do male prostitution. I had an accident. You know, it's a long story. It involves 2x4s and things. So now I'm unemployed, and I went to the unemployment office to figure out what I could be doing now. Like, what did you used to do? I'm like, well, prostitution. Do you have any other skills? No. So they're having difficult finding me proper employment at the unemployment office. Your daughter's starting school Monday. You thought my beer was non-alcoholic this lunch? Oh shit! You got it. You got the wrong concoction, right? R2 Solar Flare. Thank you for being here. The Velociraptor shot. What's that? Ice cream sparkles. What are you into? Dinosaurality? Is that what we're talking about here? You get really heavy into Jurassic Park, right? Blazing Saddles. Oh, you're talking about a film to watch. Yeah, probably something classic would be nice, right? Something where we can laugh. The laughter is an important factor of films. You know what would be a good one? Martin Short did this film. I forgot the name of it, where he was a child that was so misbehaved. That was like one of the funniest films I ever watched. I forgot. He's a little boy that goes to live with his uncle, and he just terrorizes. His uncle ends up losing his mind. That was a real funny one, right? And another one I think would be funny is What About Bob? Clifford, that's the one. That was funny as hell. Clifford, I mean, that was one of the most funniest films I've ever watched. And What About Bob? I mean, that's funny as hell. Have you watched What About Bob? That is a classic film, right? Yes, it's Pride year. We do Pride all year long. Having a Pride month is insulting to me. I want homosexuality all year long. Most employees are pimps. Yeah, some of them are. Yeah, I would say so. Velociraptor sounds sick. Yeah, as a movie. We've had one Pride Month. Yeah, but what about a second one? Yeah, why not more gay? We have a lot of catching up to do with our homosexuality, right? Bill Murray is certainly funny. Yeah, he is hilarious, right? You haven't seen it yet. The premise is hilarious to you. Let's see. Luke 14:26. If anyone comes to me and does not hate his father and mother, you see how terrible that is? That's how cults are started. You get people to hate their family, so they will join your religion. Thank you for reminding us of how evil your religion is. That you choose your religion, which you cannot prove, you just believe in it over real life people, right? You see how terrible it is? You have this theme throughout the Bible of choosing the entity over real life, right? That's my son. It's time for him to get up. He's got to. Are you leaving now, son? Yeah. He comes and he goes now. He's like a drifter. He comes in and out. You know, once you graduate high school, you're 19 years old and you got your whole life. You know what you need to do? We were the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. Look that up. I think they have a place in Lakeland. And tell them my dad used to work here when he was my age. You could be a tree trimmer. You could be a groundsman. That's a great career. Go pay your dues. Say, I want to pay my dues. My dad used to work here. Go look it up. The IBEW. That's a union. And they do all electrical work and tree trimming. So go check it out. When I was his age, I did that. I worked in the union for Jimmy Hoffa. right? Hopper! Remember that movie? And I helped put up telephone poles and fix people's electricity and shit, right? It was a lot of fun. I was terrible at it because at the time I just quit smoking marijuana. So my brain was like dead. I was like worst worker. I got fired a lot. But when you're in a union, they get you another job, right? So I did that for probably about 2 years. And then I'm like, the last time I got fired, like nobody wanted me. It was so terrible because I was so brain dead, right? You're an alcoholic is here. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for your contribution, for your spiritual entertainment. I appreciate you very much, right? Trolls, rise up. Yeah, no more emoji spam. You love how the Christians, you give them emojis. They get all out of control with it, right? You get out of control with it. You just joined. Did Bard say he installed stripper poles? Now that would be an ingenious thing, right? Bring your community to you. Having these poles up in your front yard, right? You could put on like demonstrations and shows for people, right? I love the ingenuity of our community here, right? I don't think my son would be interested in doing that type of work, but if you're 18 or 19 years old, right, you just become an adult. Elderly people would love to have you as an escort. I mean, some of these places, they love young men. They will certainly. It's not. When women do it, they're called gold diggers and stuff like that, right? When men do it, it's called pimp, right? Oh man, my mom donated $1. My mom is here. My mother watches. I don't know if she's on this morning. Every now and then she watches. She's always like, why do they talk about penises every day on your channel? I'm like, I don't know. People love penises, maybe. What are you talking about? You do PG-13 things to mayonnaise jar, Kuna Makam? You like mayonnaise? Yeah. I work for a utility company. If your son needs a reference, see, we got you hooked up there. You see, we got you hooked up. Yeah. What is this mayonnaise? I'm not doing PG-13 things to mayonnaise jars here. That's the wrong channel. If you've come for your the word condiments doesn't have anything to do with condoms. So when you're putting this stuff on your privates, that doesn't protect you from sexual transmitted diseases or pregnancies, right? Dipping it in ketchup doesn't do that, right? It might get you a rash, really, if you do that, right? Crazy ex-girlfriends. My mom remembers you, certainly. She remembers you. Now, your channel had disappeared and now it is back. I have to go subscribe to it again. I've been telling tales of your dungeon. And the other day I talked about your bathroom. We had a Skibidi toilet invasion. I rebuke the devil in the name of God and Jesus. The devil is a homosexual. Turned you gay. You can't blame the devil on my homosexuality. It had nothing to do with it. Oh, shoot, I'm straight. What did you do to me? I'm no longer aroused by males. Oh, my. Oh, what happened here? Oh, my goodness here. You have made me straight. Look at your powers here. All of the gayness has left my body. You are a real powerful person, Stephen. Oh, my goodness here. You should have you should go to those those conversion camps, right? Where the Christians that they send their children to get brainwashed into being straight, right? To their credit, the Catholic Church thinks that's abuse. You cannot, brainwash people out of their sexuality, right? Preach to them, man. They won't listen. Shaking your head. She got a butterfly chin tat that makes it land on the cob. Do I propose? I don't understand that. What does that mean? Yeah, does that have something to do with obesity or something? I don't know. Rebuke the demons back. Oh shit, I'm gay again. Yeah. How's the roof on the cabins? What does that mean? You're speaking in this now. The other day you're speaking about Egypt and shit, and then you got a little off your rocker, and now you're talking about doing inappropriate things to condiments and mayonnaise. I don't know where you're going with that. Your God controls lightning. Yeah. Zeus, right? Yeah. Conversion therapy works. It's a terrible thing. It's evil, right? You cannot, what you are, you cannot convert yourself out of it, right? Some psychology, if you experience trauma, they'll have you lie to yourself, right? They'll make you believe a lie. But the problem with that, when you're believing a lie, you still carry around the trauma. It will come out, right? Whatever trauma you've experienced, if you've done something terrible, like I remember watching this series, this child accidentally murdered their brother. And the whole movie is about them dealing with this trauma that it comes out. They were told to not believe in it, to believe in a lie. And the lie made it worse than actually coping with the trauma, right? There are terrible things that we sometimes do and experience, right? And when you try to run away from your mistake or your terribleness, it gets worse, right? When you learn to understand that at that moment in your life, you made a terrible choice, and you allow it to be your teacher rather than your judge and jury, that's where you find healing. To understand your nature, to understand your weaknesses, they could be your greatest strengths, right? Now, an example of that, for instance, let's take Christianity. Christianity does a good job with giving second chances to people, right? Who are the most devoted Christians in the world? The ones that did terrible things, right? The Apostle Paul, he murdered Christians. He hurt people, right? What happens when he finds the light? He is the best kind of Christian in the world, right? That's the power of your mistake. When you are able to learn from it, it could be a source of strength. It can help you to be a better person. But you have to learn this humility about yourself. There are some terrible things that we do, and you shouldn't tell people about it. You should learn to cope with it. There's sometimes telling people about it helps, but that doesn't take away the problem, right? You have to learn to accept yourself. And one of the ways that helped me to accept my terrible self is knowing that I was never not loved by my God. I made terrible decisions, yes, but my terribleness is not something that is wasted. It has helped me to become a better person. And this is an evolutionary process. As a species, we choose bad things because we think they're right. We feel that it's the right thing to do for whatever reason, right? And, the part of the process of growth is realizing that now that I have the knowledge, I could say that was a terrible choice, right? This is part of growth, right? Accepting yourself, accepting your weaknesses, accepting your shadow, right? Learning to dance with it, right? Corn is overrated. Yeah. Oh my, well, you preach it, God. Yeah, Reverend Nicoyas here. He is in charge of our ritualistic section on our Discord. Please join our Discord if you want to have a good community. There's a join button right there. Oh my, you're yesterday's papers, right? Yeah, you're not your mistakes. You're not your bad decisions. Yeah, your nature is good. It is wonderful. You are wonderful. You can't let terrible choices define you, right? Oh, let's see. Going to confession and redemption, absolution, the terrible things they did, and now they could start a life like a virgin. Yeah, I think that's an important thing. That is a way to heal, and that's very important, right? That you can have another chance at goodness. What gives you a right to have a second chance in life? Because your nature is good by nature. You are good by nature. And when you learn that what you did was terrible, you can move on, right? Now, in terms of society, you might have to live a solitary life because what you did to others is unexcusable in terms of social reaction and function. You might have to never be able to go out in public again. But that's not the end of your life, right? What puts you in the wilderness sometimes is leads to great and wondrous things in that solitary place, right? It's not wasted. Your struggle for goodness, your struggle to live right, has immense value in the world because you're not separated from me. You're not separated from anyone. No matter where you are, we are one. We are one humanity. And your actions matter. Your karma has an effect in the world, right? Latasha, good to see you, our good friend Latasha. Don't forget, my friends, hitting the like button at the top of your screen as you come in for your entertainment leisure today. Red is here, our satanic friend Red. Good to see you. There's an imposter among us right now. He's being sus. Do you know how to day trade? What is it? I got to give my wife a kiss goodbye here. She is going to the office. You got your phone? Have a great day, honey. All right. She's starting her day, going to the office. Commentary connoisseur. Thank you so much for giving the gift of membership, our good friend. Today is the last day of July, and Commentary Connoisseur has invited you into the most wonderful experience of community membership. Now, here you get all kinds of emojis and things, but there's a members only tab now on my page, which allows you to join our Discord access. Last day of July, what a wonderful gift from our good friend, Commentary Connoisseur. Thank you so much for helping build our community, bringing people into here. Tomorrow is the last day of July? You're right. I'm sorry. I'm living in the past or the future. I don't know. You're right. Tomorrow is the last day of July. Today, wait, let's look at the calendar here. Just to be certain, right? Tomorrow is the 31st. That is right. Friday is tomorrow, right? And guess what Saturday is? Lunasa. Friday evening, the beginnings. Going to have a big festival, cornbread. I'm going to buy they have them in 4-packs now. The Guinness, the European Guinness. It's the best way to celebrate Lunasa for me. All of that, the herbs and spices of the motherland, right? What are some things you make on Lunasa? Cornbread is what we started out with last year. That was a big winner. Cornbread, I make different loaves of breads and things, but the cornbread, the kids really love that. It got the sweeter cornbread, the sweet cornbread. Yeah. What are you doing for Lunasa? That's Saturday, right? I'm going to be with my Druid buddies doing ritual. I finished in my order. I finished the Bardic Grade, so I get a little ritual done for me. That it's called the Awanar. What's it called? All of these Welsh words. It's called the welcoming of those who have the Awan, the welcoming of the Bard. So that is the ritual we're going to celebrate with all our other rituals of celebrating Lunasa. Yeah, Lunasa, is where it all began for me. When Persephone gets taken by Hades, beginning to make her journey into the underworld, right? That happens Lunasa, right? Cornbread for you. Beer drinks all day. That's what you do, Coyote? Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a big beer drinker. Um, but the Guinness, European Guinness, is delicious. It's filled with all kinds of herbs and spices, right? It's a perfect drink, I think, to celebrate Lunasa. You have like different ales, like in the Welsh tradition. There's different forms of celebrations for certain days. You love Guinness, yeah. The European Guinness is very powerful. I mean, it's like 10% alcohol content. The other Guinness is the normal Guinness is low, too low for me to enjoy it. Ozzy loved Guinness. Did he really? The great Oz enjoyed a Guinness. Yeah. What is the celebration thing? It's called Lunasa. It is part of the Wheel of the Year that many pagan folk celebrate, and Druids, and Wiccans. The Wheel of the Year is, you're celebrating the cycle of nature. The solstice, the equinox, and the cross quarter days. Lunasa is a cross quarter day. It's between the summer and fall equinox. So that's what Lunasa is. It's the first fruits of the harvest. That's when it all begins. I enjoy this. I made it through the Wheel of the Year. This is my first time through. And, understanding it as a spiral, going deeper into the experience of my ancestors, into the mystery of the natural. Yeah. Thank you. Selflessness is the key to happiness. Selfishness is the path of disappointment. Look at that wisdom of the commentary connoisseur for your entertainment leisure today. Brother ELP is here. We tried to save souls last night. If you watched us last night, our base was destroyed by a zombie horde. So now we've had to relocate. We started the construction of a underground complex deep below his church. He's got a church in downtown Deersville. Oh, what does this say here? I had to take that. I got an air conditioner guy on the way to my house to fix my air. He's going to be here probably by 8 o'clock. So I got to run to the door and answer it when he gets here. Spiritual entertainment, my friend. So, yeah, anyways, yeah, our base got destroyed last night. I mean, it was ridiculous, the zombies. There was so many of them that the game lagged because I had it on maximum zombie. I'm going to have to fix that. It was terrible. The lag was terrible. There was also an update for the game that probably affected people's being able to play. So I need to go adjust the settings. But now we've relocated to Deersville, where our brother ELP has a church, and we're constructing an underground fortification, which I'll probably have one of my kids tweak and build something massive, right? They know how to make dynamite and shit like that. I as a guest on today's show. Oh, you're talking about my son walking through in the background there? Yeah. Because I'm in their room here. This is the downstairs area. Yeah. I got all of the computers hooked up here, so I'm able to talk to you. Billy Elliott. Good to see you, Billy. You like Green Sedai the best? Are you talking about Gwendolyn here, our high priestess of the mountains? Yeah. That was a wonderful series, right? Where she takes a name, The Wheel of Time. I mean, I never read the books. I played the video game in the 90s a little bit. What was really disappointing to me is that Netflix stopped the series. I mean, what a terrible thing to do. It's like you just ate half the sandwich and you're like, where's the rest of the meal? I mean, I thought it was well done. I don't know. I don't know why. Why would you do that, Netflix? I mean, this was a really good show. I really enjoyed it. Yeah. Ravenclaw, You win. Best name in the interwebs for today, Machacho. Yeah. Your Havoc guy on the show today. Yeah. You are the Brown Aja. Yes. You love the Pantangle today. Pickles the drummer. Nice to see you. Yes. This was, I had a few to choose from, and this was the chosen pentacle because of its color scheme here. Very gay, they said. So we have to celebrate homosexuality. What a naughty pentagraph. Oh, you like it, Andrew? It's causing all kinds of desires for you. All of the knots in it, all of the Celtic knotting here. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, do a ritual with the Havoc guy. That would be fun. Yeah. Where are we at? Are we avoiding talking about death? Or are you missing the messages, Bart? I probably missed the messages. What happened? I'm sorry, Fiona. Yeah, Wild Kingdom, Kerry Island. Farmer Fiona the Bard is here. What's going on? With someone die? Somebody die? Tell me about it, Fiona. I'll try to keep up with the conversation. I always get distracted, right? And I just start talking about whatever, right, all the time, right? Pentangle of Jewish sorcery, yes, yeah. Black folks are the true men and women. What are you, a racist? I mean, every human being shares the same essence, whatever flavor it comes in. We're all one. The emphasis on colors is very primitive. We will not evolve as a species as long as we hate ourselves. I think that's a terrible philosophy. You have a library in your home. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Wild Kerry, sorry for all of your Ireland. What's going on in Ireland? Fiona, did you experience something terrible? Yeah, please tell me again, Fiona. I'm sorry for your whatever losses you had there, right? Whatever tragedies you experienced there. I just call baby. This shit's new for you. All right. Is this above what? Let me see what's going. What's making all that's you? Are you doing the dishes? Why are you up so early? Are you cleaning up? Okay. All right. That was one of my children making all kinds of noise back there. I was like, why are you up? They usually sleep in. So, you said that to test me. Why do I need a test here? Is this school? Right? Your ass has turned black in the skin as it toughens up because I cycle like crazy. Really? You're a big cyclist. You enjoy the cycling? Yeah. You got a call, baby. Let's see here. May God watch over us. Yeah, okay, thank you. Whatever deities you have here, they're okay with me, right? I don't discriminate against anyone for your religion, as long as you're courteous with it. Look at all these damn stars. Look at that shit. 20 stars. Oh my, I feel so special. Lusco Cox. Now, what interesting. Did I say that right? Oh, no, that's inappropriate. I understand it now. You enjoy doing wonderful things with your mouth. I see. You're a professional at it, I would assume, with that type of handle. Look at you. The curse that the priest did on the Mayo team. Some priests are cursing football teams now. Yeah. Let's see here. You are delighted for Mayo. I don't know what a Mayo is. What is this? People were talking about mayonnaise earlier, inappropriately. You enjoyed a bit of cycling on. Yeah, you got a bicycle, right? Yeah, you got a bicycle. I got to find another clergy shirt for you. That's what I need to do. I'll put it in like a chest or something. Yeah. Oblivion soundtrack in the background. That's right. You are a person of culture, right? People don't always get that, right? You want to make it louder. It's not loud enough for you. Why Not? Good to see you. Why Not did a wonderful presentation of William Blake's poem on our Discord channel yesterday. Tiger, tiger, burning bright. Yeah, that was beautiful. He's got a wonderful voice. Tim, you need my help? Give me $20. I don't provide favors for free. Yeah. Good morning from the land of the ancestors. We found out what was making the game so laggy. Because ELP, he also lives in Wales. I had the zombie meter up too high. You missed it, Blake. The zombies, they destroyed our base. They ripped the ground apart. Everything was destroyed. Everything. The thousands of zombies came down upon our little base there. It's unsalvageable, right? They didn't touch any of the the devices or things like that, but there's not much left to the base. So we relocated to downtown Deersville. All right, take care, Gwendolyn. Have a great day at work, our friend Gwendolyn. The demon is here. Good to see you, our friend. The demon, I haven't seen you in a little while. I hope you're doing well. You are going back to school next week, right? To teach? Are you doing it right now? You've all prepared for your lesson plans and things here. Our friend the demon here is the teacher. You're still alive? Good. Did you get your PlayStation back? Did you get your PlayStation back? See, that's too loud now. It's too loud. Game Cheese is here. You are from Franca? Oh, wonderful. I wish I was. Your Wi-Fi was acting up. Yeah. You should have seen ELP. He was driving through walls and stuff. I mean, it was really messed up. He would spawn in and see zombies that I had already killed, and they were attacking him. I mean, it was really messed up. The game just lost it because I mean, there was. I went through over probably 1,000 rounds of ammunition, trying to survive. I mean, it was ridiculous how many the game like broke because of the zombies that came down upon our base there. Does anyone got any advice for workers burnout? Well, certainly. It's just work. You're making it burn you out, right? Yeah. Well, you're expecting more than what. Like if I'm going to I have to do the dishes every day, right? That's no fun. Work is no fun. It's work, right? You have to learn to give meaning to your work. You could turn it into a meditation, right? By the way you do your work, like going to the dishes could be the greatest form of prayer, right? That you have to learn to transform your work to give it meaning and purpose, right? No matter how mundane it is, you can make it into a spirituality if you want to, right? Work is waiting for you to give it meaning, right? A lot of people are taught that your work gives you meaning, but that is not true, right? You people know this. You went to college, you got the best job in the world, some of you, right? And you're like, what's the big deal? Why don't I feel happy? It's because you are putting meaning in the work. You are the one as the source of meaning, and you have to give meaning to your work. It doesn't give you meaning, no matter how wonderful it is. This is my job. I enjoy it, but I am the one that orchestrates its purpose, its value. It does not give value to me, right? 7 days was crazy, yes, it certainly was. Yeah. You have to switch up to take some time off. Yeah. That's also important. The right balance of refreshing yourself, right? You're welcome, Pickles the drummer. Yeah. 2 thumbs up. Look at that. Help a bot out as you come in, my friends. Right there at the top of your screen is the like button. I believe it's time to delete your YouTube channel for good. People are full of deceit and lies. It's only cost me everything. I was just to be here. Thanks for all the lies and fake. Liz, what's going on? Uh, why are you blaming your YouTube channel for your personal problems? YouTube channels are filled with, it's like going into a public bathroom. Some people are just there doing their business. Other people want to show you their penis, right? That is YouTube. You can't expect to find stability from it, right? It is only a resource and a tool for your creativity. And not everyone's going to appreciate your creativity. You will find that only certain people might be interested in it. But what do you expect, right? You've been off work since February. You have a meeting tomorrow for work. You going back to the union? That's how I burned out. I couldn't find any meaning, and you never will. Work isn't meant to give you meaning. You give meaning to your work. One of the most mundane jobs I had in my life was being a janitor, right? I got treated poorly for being a janitor. I was going to college at the time. I was I was in my early 20s. And I just had gotten married. Me and my wife are both working and, trying to make a living and go to school. And, in terms of society, people look down on you for your jobs because they try to get meaning from their jobs, right? So when they think that you have less value of a job, they'll ridicule you, right? So being a janitor wasn't fun always. And like, what do you do for a living? Yeah, what was funny is the response, I'm a janitor. Oh, yeah. You know what? My uncle was a janitor. They get uncomfortable because if they want to be courteous to you, right? Or they don't want you to feel bad for being a janitor, right? It's just a job. The job does not define you as a human being, right? And no job can do that. No matter, this is a wonderful job that I'm doing now, right? I really enjoy doing it. But I know that it will not fulfill me in life, right? We treat our janitors well at the school. Yeah, janitors at schools, that's a great stability right there. Job security. There's always somebody's vomit to clean up, right? From a kid, right? And they have the good benefits. Your name isn't Liz. You give massages to Liz? Oh, all right. You're a massage parlor enthusiast. We have one of those up the street, run by some Asian females that was recently, the government workers were there, getting favors done by them. I don't know if you ever heard about any of that in your town, these massage parlors, right? Getting busted. Sanitary engineer is a prestigious profession, right? Right. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was like the best job I ever had. Besides, though, another good job I had was cutting grass. That was like, a really good job that I had when I was like 20 years old. I loved that job. That was like the best job ever. Oh, the goblins are here. You are a caretaker? Oh my. A maintenance specialist, yeah. Without our janitorial staff, we are doomed. Those kids are filthy. You should see what they do in the bathrooms. Real kids in bathrooms. I remember one of my sons, he got in trouble for something some other kids were doing in the bathroom. He's like, I didn't do that. They were, was that you? They threw the toilet paper up on the wall. I don't know. Where did he go? Was that you, son? No, that was my other son. Someone was throwing, like, wadding up toilet paper and throwing it up on the wall. That was all wet. And one of my kids got blamed for it because they were in the bathroom. Let's see here. Landscaping is therapeutic. Oh, yeah, I love landscaping, right? That is that was like one of the best jobs, mowing people's grass, trimming their hedges. There was so much. You get a good suntan too. I got a good suntan doing that, and it's great exercise too. It's great exercise. You love the smell of fresh cut grass. Yeah, there's something magical about it, right? Every time I watch, the YouTube algorithm feeds Jordan Maxwell shorts. I think it's your Jordan Maxwell. I love Jordan. It's a treat. So you think I am? Me and Jordan have a lot in common, right? Um, Wetting the toilet paper and throwing it on walls and ceilings is a classic prank. Yeah, but don't throw others under the bus for your own shenanigans. Damn it. Yeah, yeah. I did some crazy shit like that when I was a kid. Breaking the toilets by putting all kinds of shit in them, right? Pissing. Kids do wild shit, right? Uh, let's see. You threw a shit on the ceiling once, and it was small. Oh, damn. Well, that's funny, right? Yeah. You got curious, Henry, right? It really works. Oh, they got scent of freshly cut grass candles. Isn't that interesting? You told this persistent principal to go to hell with his face, and as he punished me for it. Your mom did that? Oh, that's neat. You got punished for it, right? You had a problem with girls putting their pads in the bathroom walls. Oh, that's terrible. What's wrong with you ladies? Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. Yeah, someone, I recall someone writing on the wall with their feces. Shit happens on the one of the stalls of the bathroom. Shit happens, right? Oh, man. We are gay here. Yes, we are. Gremlin. We are homosexuals. Yeah. You had a similar experience in elementary school. You got blamed for stealing a cupcake from the teacher. Oh, man. That's terrible. Did anyone ever put X-Lax in their teacher's coffee? That's a classic break, right? That could be dangerous to do, right? Because if you put too much in, you could kill, right? Mr. Barr, as you both are spreading illumination, explaining spirituality to the root, you hold nothing back. You give the gift of elucidation and knowledge, the two of you. Well, that's wonderful that you find that value in what I do here. I appreciate that, Billy. Yeah. True artist, shit happens. Yes. Our friend here, Fulaja Babinosh. Yes. This is the one time I had to finish the sock out of a toilet full of poop. Oh my goodness. These young pranksters, right? These young pranksters. Take care, Red. Have a good day, Red. Oh, my Lord Pickles. Good morning, Magnus. Good to have you here. How are you getting out of there? On out there? I don't know. One day at a time, my friend. One moment to the next. That is the way. Crazy ex-girlfriend's got the mushrooms out here. Yeah. It was at your fast food job. Someone put, yeah, you hear about some crazy shit at fast food places, right? That they do to your food. I mean, this shit happens. If you piss them off, they will do something terrible to your food, right? I heard about someone pissing in the pickle jar once, right? Someone once put glue on your teacher's seat, and the teacher thought it was you because I finished eating a pickle, and it smelled my hands, which smelled like glue. Oh, that's terrible to get that, right? You never seen Jordan, or you misrepresent philosophy. You do your best. You only had 3 or 4 teachers like this. Well, thank you. I feel very privileged to be someone of value in your life. Thank you for sharing that with me. Where are we at here? Don't piss off the janitors either. Yeah, they'll make you clean up their shit, right? Sometimes if you go too far, that you'll have to work for the janitors when you're in the grade school, right? I had to push lots of brooms around during my grade school years. Um, when I teach, Mr. Bott, I tell them, don't trust me. Check the sources for yourself and give them the means to check for that. That's a good quality, sir. That's a good quality indeed. Yeah. Patrick, we are symbol friends. What does that mean? We are symbol friends. What does that mean? Yeah, good to have you here, Patrick. Spiritual entertainment, my friends, 7 days a week. Don't forget to hit the like button right up there at the top of your screen for your entertainment leisure. I got to check something real quick. If you hear someone knock at the door, guys, come get me, okay? There's a guy's coming here to fix our air conditioner. Yeah, they're all like half asleep laying around. I'm not checking the special source. Oh, no. Oh, damn. Oh, my goodness. You see that like button? What's up with that? Right at the top of your screen. Double tap, go to the 3 buttons over there, or give that a touch, my friends. I do this for a living, and I appreciate your support. Another way you could support what I do, because I do this every day, and I will continue to be here as long as there's people supporting me, is that join button there. For the price of a cup of coffee, small, medium, or large, you could support what I do. And that will give you access to our Discord membership, right? That is the mark of a good leader and teacher. Don't take my word for it. Straight up, think it for yourself. Don't just follow mindlessly. Yeah. It's easy to be mindless because it requires less effort, right? Most of our lives we follow mindlessly. Then you reach a certain point, some of us, where we want to, follow a proper path, right? Sir Bard, how do I, humble peasant, become a handsome as you, Sir Bard? Just one look from you. That's all that did it, right? One look from me is all that did it. Would make a maiden fate with excitement. Yeah, homosexuality. That's all I have to say. The word janitor comes from Janus, the Roman god of. Look at that. You're spiritualizing my old work, right? I didn't vote for you. Well, sadly. The real Dr. Mantis is here. You're still having some struggles, my friend. I hope the best for you. Off to the hospital again. What's going on, Fiona? You're falling in holes. You're going to oblivion. You need my staff here. Do you know who D's Nuts is? No, I don't. Who is that? This is just a walking stick. It's not a staff. I don't do it for rituals or anything. It just holds me up because I'm old and decrepit, and it helps me to stand, right? Skyrim, what the hell are you talking about? You're firing me up now. Alice in Wonderland was a great book, was it not? I really enjoyed all of the adaptations to it, like Johnny Doo-Wop's version. Yeah. Your gift membership is here. It's the best thing that's ever happened to you, besides Lord Nicholas. Blasphemy! I have forsaken Lord Nicholas. I have forsaken him. He is no longer my Lord and Savior. I have turned to other deities. Yeah. The Aztecs were known for their constant cleaning. Really. And also human sacrifice, right? Yeah. You see what happens after a while when your perfectionism, your desire for it, you have to have more and more sacrifices. So you end up destroying your humanity in pursuit of an illusion, right? This idea of perfection. The custodian is often a profession of the bridges, the custodian of truth. Think of a profession as low, but everyone in the school, we do most of it, keeps it moving. Yeah. The greatest and least. Yeah, pretty much, right? The people that clean up our shit, we wouldn't be here without them. I suppose there would be a lot of cleanup for all the sacrifices they'd be doing. Yeah, especially ripping hearts out of your body and stuff. The Aztecs, right? Um, you need a membership. You didn't used to have one. What happened, right? Saturday morning, I'm going to give out free memberships. Now, the quickest way you can get a membership is go to that join button. Just think about that. You buy me coffee, a small, medium, or large coffee. That's the least you can do, my friends, to help me out. Let's see here. It was a good to be able to pop in again, get going. Got too much to do. Well, thank you for spending some time with us. Diabolical friend, there's a demon. Glad that you're doing okay. We haven't seen you in a week, so glad that you stopped in, our friend. Have a great rest of your day. It's a mod and community party here right now. Oh, always, right? The angel Uriel is here. Oh my. Oh, let's see. I will love this channel so much. I'm glad that you have a good time here, right? I've been doing this for every day now for a year and a month, right? And our community continues to grow. We have good times here every day. In the conversations that we share with one another, right? What's my favorite coffee? Espresso, Starbucks espresso. I know some people don't like Starbucks because it tastes like burnt coffee, right? But I love Starbucks. I maybe it's an acquired taste. It's expensive when you buy it in the. I found like a Starbucks dealer to get inexpensive, the big packages of it. I like the espresso. I like the various coffee flavors. Yeah, it's one of my favorites, especially during the holidays. Starbucks got all that beautiful peppermint mocha and things. Let's see. I'm glad I found your live streams, and your gameplay is great too. You enjoy it, yeah. I enjoy gaming. I never thought I would be something I could share with people, right? Well, D&D certainly, but the other stuff, right? Members have power here. That's right. You want to join? You want to have the power? Go to the join button. Buy me a coffee, a small coffee, and you will receive the power. You'll get an emoji next to your name, an owl symbol, and then you'll have access to all kinds of cool emojis, right? And then our Discord server as well, right? Black coffee is good for you, is it really? I like my coffee with lots of cream, but espresso, I take it straight. I don't like putting anything in it. When I go to stop, I get a double a doppio, as they call it, and I take it straight, right? You need the stickers. Look at all the emojis there that you can have, right? All of those wonderful emojis. Yeah, you can get this. Every time we get more members, I can increase the emojis. So I think the next milestone, I can put another emoji. The last one was the devil head. The devil head, right? Yeah, the YouTube emojis are lame. Look at that. You want some real emojis like what we have, right? All of the things that represent the conversations that we have here together. It's emoji madness here this morning. All of these wonderful things from our conversations here, the D&D, the dice, the miniature giant space hamster boo, the Celtic symbols there, Ceridwen's triskelion, the Aowen symbol, the symbol of death, the sun, the cauldron, the tortoise, the rabbit, all together there as your perks for membership, right? Look at that. You got those lame YouTube ones, right? The sad ghost. Should probably be a like and subscribe emoji. Yeah, that would be neat. Maybe See, with the emojis, they want them really tiny. YouTube's like, if you make them, they have to be like microscopic, and for YouTube to use them. So a like and a subscribe one would be too big. It would be too big. The ones you see on the screen are actually much smaller. That's how small YouTube wants them, right? Middle finger up as a sticker. They won't let me. If you put a middle finger up, they will censor it. Unfortunately, because I have middle finger emojis on my computer, and I put them on my own channel, and YouTube takes them off. I don't know about in live chat, but like when I'm going or responding to comments, I'll give people the middle finger, and YouTube will censor it, right? And it's on my own damn channel, and they don't like me giving people the middle finger, right? Let's see here. The fountaination will contain you warlock. What does that mean? I can't understand do you have trouble spelling? I mean, we have spell check, right? Oh, look at that. He's got the reefer emoji there. Yeah, that's how small it is, right, Dr. Mantis? Yeah, warlocks, that is not what I am. I practice druidry. Druids are not warlocks. We exist. No, I will not tell you how far we exist. Oh no, we got a philosopher here. He is telling us the mode of existence here that is proper to human experience. Oh, that's wonderful. Bard, wizard, warlock, who cares? He is type blue. Oh shit. Type blue. There's different types. There's different types here. It's a thumbs up, but looks like a middle finger. Is that what it is? Is that right there? Oh, look at that. Yeah, that does look like a middle finger. It kind of looks like a penis too, like this creature's holding its penis in its hand, and with something spraying out of it. That's what it looks like from my angle. But I need better glasses. Yeah, it looks like a little man with his wiener holding it in his hand. Doesn't it look like that? Am I the only pervert here? When I look at that Mrs. Goblin's little emoji there, it looks like a man with a wiener in his hand. Yeah. Bard, do you meet any people from your old church anymore? Inspired ones? When people from they think that I'm of the devil. The only person that I talk to from my church is Felix. He is every Friday night. He is a D&D player. Now he left the church too with me, right? And that really pissed them off, right? That really pissed them off, I would imagine. It wasn't my fault he left the church. The church was terrible, right? I probably inspired him, but he was leaving to begin with. I mean, it was a terrible, terrible church. The priest there was an asshole to people all of the time. And he got away with it because of his collar, right? If he didn't have that collar, people would have told him off a long time ago, right? So we both had a terrible experience in our church. Yeah. You could filter out the fundamentalists or the ones that trigger. Why? Fundamentalists are fun. Yeah. Welcome to the Bardo. Yeah, welcome here. You see, I'm sending a Dow 5 for this type of blue. Which church? I was part of the Ruthenian Greek Catholic tradition, the Eastern Christian spirituality. That's where I ended my days, right? Found is here. As it backwards, go to a non-denominational church. Why would I want to do that? All of Christianity is terrible to me. Why would I want to go to a church and be controlled? Non-denominational churches are a joke. You are a denomination now. There's no such thing as non-denomination. Now you should probably say non-mainland church, because you're not like the mainland denominations. but you certainly are a denomination. I mean, that's like an erroneous presentation. We are non-denominational. You have dogma, you are a denomination now. I mean, that's erroneous, right? What's going on, Matt Walto? I don't know. I'm just here talking. What is this about? Spiritual entertainment? Comedy and spirituality together in one place, 7 days a week, my friend. You have an American friend you talk to in the Bible Belt. His church demanded a tithe of 10% of his salary or threatened to excommunicate him. Yeah, some of these people are assholes, right? You're at nothing. You are looking at for the perfect church. Ooh. Yeah, we let them hang around unless they're being jerks, right? Found is jelly. Ooh, look at that. The Oaken Hill Hermit is here for our entertainment leisure this morning. Good to see you. Church is just a place to go. The dogma comes from the Bible. Not really. The Bible was not around when the church had dogma. The church made the Bible because of their dogma. They chose books because of their dogma. The Bible didn't come around to 4 centuries after Jesus, right? That's just the New Testament. The Old Testament was made into a canon in the 12th century. So the Bible is not responsible. The Bible is used based on the tradition that already stands, right? Listen to what the Bible says and follow what Jesus did, not what the church does. See, that's a contradiction. The church chose the Bible because it reflects what the church does. Yeah. Keep the good and leave the rest. Why not? That's the best way to do it. Yeah. Church is just a place people to worship. The true temple is your body. Well, that's a good philosophy, right? This is a random aside, but have you ever entered a researching Anthony Pierrot in plasma phenomena? No, what the hell is that? What is a plasma phenomena? Open any portal or create any one. You are fine. You can use them. Well, I have a portal here to Lord Cthulhu going on right now. He left the church, lost contact with his friend base and family. Manipulative stuff. That's what they'll do. They punish you by taking away your relationships, right? You are taught to hate the heretic, right? Offer that modern Christianity fell into the same idol worship as they claim to despise. Idol worship is really a ridiculous concept that's very modern. No religion in the world worships statues. I mean, that's just stupid. You represent whatever the image is, that's what you're worshiping. The statue is just a mere concept for you, a construct as a focal point. But the idea that people worship actual wood, I mean, that is so stupid, right? I love it here, this community. You're all real. Yes, I am real. Ow. Yes, that hurt. This is not a dream. This is not a dream. What D&D religion do you talk about? We serve the Lord of the morning here, Lathander. Yeah. Lathander is our personal morning Lord in glory. Right. White bard. Isn't a bard a musician? And bards can be musicians, but just because you're a musician doesn't make you a bard. A bard is a very specific tradition that involves this, the voice that helps you to connect to your ancestors, that helps you to connect to the divine. And in the tradition of my ancestors, they did that in a variety of ways through various forms of art. But all of the art involved this, the voice of the bard. That's what makes a bard a bard. It's the communication that helps you to connect, right? So anyone can pick up an instrument. Anyone can recite poetry. Anyone can use satire. It doesn't make you a bard. A bard is a very specific being in the world that has the gift of the voice, right? You're not real. I knew it. I knew you weren't real. that a bard is bards can be historians. Bards can be the ones that keep the culture, they keep the ancestral memories alive. Yeah, there's all kinds of diversity, but it's rooted in creativity. Um, Mr. Bard, the church told everyone to ignore him. Yeah, sick how controlling they are, right? Sad, sad and evil, right? Very evil religions can be, right? Bard in Dungeons and Dragons. Now that's a different thing. Yeah, bards can play, and also in D&D, you do not have to play an instrument to be a bard in Dungeons and Dragons. You could. There's always some type of inspiration that you give to your party members in D&D, but it doesn't have to come from a musical instrument. That's usually the default if you are picking the bardic class, but it doesn't have to be that way, right? You could be a storyteller just as you can be in real life, right? As a bard. Let's see here. Let's see. All churches and priests barred. If you say that a whole group, it's like racism. Well, it's not all churches and priests. I never said it was. Yeah, I know good clergymen. I know some churches are nice. We're talking about this person's particular church that was quite cruel and controlling because someone didn't want to give them 10% of their paycheck, right? Adjust my hood. Yeah, I'm doing it. Yep. They can also whistle. Yeah, certainly, right? Some assholes. Yeah, right. Thanks for informing. You're welcome, Red. Also, can I play an instrument in Baldur's Gate? Oh, yeah, you certainly can. Which one? 1, 2, or 3? Yeah, there's various in the video game Baldur's Gate 1, 2, and 3. You can be a variety of types of bards, right? And my favorite bard is from Baldur's Gate 1, Garrick. I usually name some of my characters after him. A bard must play the lute. Yeah, well, that is optional in Dungeons and Dragons. You don't have to do that. Oh, my rabbit died. Oh, no. She flopped over here. Oh, she's adorable. You're an adorable creature. Oh, it's so adorable when they come over and they flop over at your feet and they kick their feet up in the air. Your rabbits, right? Your hood looks fine. Thank you. Thank you for the sparkles, R2. There's a church in Dallas that wants to see your income tax. Yeah, that's crazy, Latasha. That is evil. These churches are evil that do that shit. You hand one little prick, a priest sending people away, looking at the power you gave them. Good people go away. That's right. Go away. You like playing the skin flute. I bet you do. I bet you're really good at it. Right? You can create all kinds of musical notes. Right? You love that? I just murdered a bard in Dungeons and Dragons and smashed the loot. He only had 2. Well, see, murder hobos are not my favorite players as a dungeon master. They go around just aimlessly killing everything, stealing their loot. Those people if you're a murder hobo in my game, you're going to experience death fast. Because if you want to go around killing everything and don't value the world you live in, you want to play it like an MMO, I'll bring a dragon down on you. Yeah. Loves you. Oh, it didn't work out between us, right? Because you have this strange desire for insects and dungeons and things. May your adventures are worth it. Red, you stuck around a little while. Look at you. Yeah, we appreciate you being here, Red. Ian, God loves me. Well, thank you. That's very nice of you to say. Thank you, Ian. Yeah. It was self-defense. It's never self-defense when the weapon is a loot, right? Have a wonderful day. Thank you, R2. Thank you. He tried to curse you. Oh, well, I guess it didn't work out, right? Yeah, it is. We eat it now, gloom and gloomin'. What are you eating, sir? Why are you a Satanist? Just asking. Oh, for fun. Yeah. A little devil worship will do you some good in the morning. Puts hair on your chest. Yeah. D&D is awesome. I play every Friday, Tim, on this channel. You can watch tomorrow night, live streamed here, our D&D game that we play here every Friday night. Yeah. That's a really, Kevin, you like it. Our resident mythicist is here, the grandson of Gordie Howe, who likes the background today. The very colorful Celtic knot themed pentacle here. Yeah, I got all these pentacles that I find on Pinterest that are beautiful, right? Yeah. He made a deal with Raphael. Who the hell's Raphael? Who is this? Is he like a drug dealer like Chico? I just bought it from Chico, the neighborhood thug. Remember that song, Dope Fiend? Yeah. Elf Warlock for you. I'm going to the bridge over in Canada, and not anytime soon. I'm down here in Florida. I won't be back up in that area probably until someone dies, right? I don't plan on going back up there. The psychedelic reminds you of your transcendental medication trip. So that sounds interesting. Transcendental medication trips. Transcendental meditation, right? Taking a word and allowing that word to take you to a sacred place within yourself. From Baldur's Gate 3, the devil. What about the devil? You talking about that lady devil in it, right? Kateri is here. Good to see you, Kateri. Kateri, nice to see you again. I'm glad that you've been behaving. Yeah, we accept all walks of life, all religions, as long as you don't preach about it. Yeah, I want to, if I want to be converted, it's going to be through having a relationship with you, having conversation, not shoving it down my throat, right? If you want to convert me, I will convert to any religion if I find that it's personally beneficial to me to do so. So if you want me to be converted, get to know me, talk to me, and help me to see the value of your religion, and I will certainly convert to it if it will make me a better human being. I don't mind converting. Is that a Mexican pentagram? I never thought about it that way. Could be, right? Anthony Parrott made a lot of connections between plasma phenomena and ancient petroglyphs. Well, all things are connected in the cosmos, really, right? All things are connected. So it doesn't surprise me, right? Did I play Baldur's Gate 3? Of course I did. Is it good? It is good, but it's not like Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. You cannot there's nothing greater than Baldur's Gate 2, for instance. Baldur's Gate 3, it was fun, but I'm not interested in playing it anymore. I'm bored with it. Baldur's Gate 2, I've been playing that since it came out. Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, I mean, that's over 26 years, right? That's the content value that you get with these older games. The immersion factor from Baldur's Gate 2, the music, the art, the allowing your imagination to soar. That was one of the best games ever. If it were a Mexican pentagram, it would be a pintogram. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Rhonda, good to see you. Help me, Rhonda's here. Now, I need to sit down. I've been having a lot of back problems this week, so I got to put the old walking stick down here, my friends, and just sit down and have a chat with you that way. I can only take so much of the standing here for your entertainment leisure. Now, sitting in this wonderful position here, talking to you about life for your entertainment leisure here. Spiritual entertainment, my friends, don't forget. Now, that stupid green screen's all screwing up now. Um, did I escape the Nautiloid? Of course I did. Are you talking about Raphael, the entity in Baldur's Gate 3? That's what you're talking about, right? When you look at a newly born baby, are Christians really thinking you're going to hell, sinful child? Some of them, yes. Some will say that. Original sin is such a wicked and evil teaching, right? Because it devalues the human person. It makes you less than what you are, right? Yeah, good. Yeah, Rhonda, I hope you're doing well. It's always nice to see you when you come here to spend time with us. It's always good to see our wonderful friend. Help, Miranda. Good to have you here. Son, can you turn that down? Let's see here. Are we at Whiterun? Yeah, we're at Whiterun now. I'm hanging out with the Jarl here over in Whiterun. We're talking politics. I'm trying to get the Jarl to join the rebellion here, to join Ulfric, because these pointy ear Thalmor are getting out of hand. These freaks trying to take our religion of Talos away from us. It's inconceivable to have a Nords without Talos. Damn it! Talos is the truth, my friends. Don't let anyone else tell you differently, right? Is it difficult to live with chronic pain? Yes. I can't do the shit I used to do, right? Like stand. I can only stand for so long. And I hurt my back the other day, so usually I could stand through my shows, but the back pain is terrible right now. So I got to get like really, really high in order to be able to stand up. Yeah, and that won't be till later on. I won't be high. I think conversion is evil. We are born with all the spirit we need. Yeah, you don't need to convert. You need to learn to perceive what you have inside of you, right? You have all of this wonder that is within you, all these great things that are within you. Thank you, Talos. That's right. Conversion is interesting. The Thalmor know what they did. They had it coming, right? The Thalmor are terrible, right? The Thalmor are terrible. Explain the rabbit stick. It's just for walking. That's all it is. And you want me to show you why I have a rabbit stick? It's real simple. Let me show you here. They're right here at my feet. Come here, rabbits. Over here. People want to know why I have a rabbit stick. I will show you. You see him? You see that rabbit right there? He's like, there used to be a floor. Look at him. Isn't he adorable? That's why I have a rabbit stick. For creatures like this. Look at him. He's grooming himself. See, you don't ever have to give a rabbit a bath. They clean themselves every day. Now you get to see it in action here. A rabbit giving himself the proper grooming techniques here. There it is. You see it? Isn't he adorable? He's a precious creature. Look at that. I got to get them some treats. Oh, here comes the treats. Oh, ho, 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 oh, 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 look at that. Oh, they're hungry. They're hungry. Oh, they're getting in there. Oh, look at that. There we go. There you are. You get to see treats in action there. They love their treats, right? They love their treats. Hi, Christians. Remember me? Oh, I'm taking over your souls of your children. Coming for your children. Coming for them. Their souls. La Boo Boo is coming. All right. Let's go back. Now, just to be fair for our friend Swiftwind Aquarius, Reverend Aquarius wanted this pentangle up here. So we'll do that pentangle for you, my friends, for the rest of the 30 minutes that we have together here. Spiritual entertainment. There it is. You got to see the wonderful rabbits in activity here. Rabbits make the world go round, my friends. Rabbits are beautiful, right? Good sir, have you attended the Bard's College at Solitude? Yeah, they threw me out. They threw me out. I was caught in the bathroom with some of the other students doing inappropriate things, and they just weren't having it. Right? You noticed you don't have a pets channel in Discord. Well, put it on there. You have all the power, Steve. You can make a pets channel, right? That's a good idea, right? Um, let's see. You got 2 kittens rescued. Oh, beautiful. You do like this one? You like this pentacle? Yeah, this is more of a Wiccan one, right? Or more of a Nordic. There's more of a Nordic. Oh, I got someone at the front door here. I'll be right back. I got to tell my air conditioned gentleman. Yeah. That was my air conditioning guy. He's probably like, what? He 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 was doing his best not to look at my cloak. He was just like trying not to look at it, right? He's like, oh, this guy's a Satanist or something. Why does he have a cloak on, right? He was doing his best to be courteous, or I come to the door. Every now and then I'll get a visitor or something, and it's always fun when like I have my wizard outfit on, and people come to the door like, oh, you're a wizard, are you? Let's see here. Where am I at? Spiritual entertainment. Ara's here. Rhonda's sending me balloons. Good day. Yeah, my air conditioner broke. Yeah, right in the middle of summer here. So the next 4 hours, they're going to be cleaning it out. If you don't keep a filter on, the inner part of your air conditioner, it gets all goopy and stuff. And what do the runes say? Well, the runes for me, in terms of my show, because I read my runes, are like, what do you want me to do with this show here? It's always sowing seeds. It's always waiting for the harvest. That's when I read the runes about my show. Now, these runes here, I don't know what the hell it means. Obviously, there's some prosperity going on in here, right? Some prosperity, new life, the changing of the seasons. What's this one here? You see it? Ragnarok right there. So this is obviously some Nordic art here, right? For our Nordic friends. Vince is here. Good to see you, Vince. Good to have you here for your entertainment leisure, Vince. Yeah. You've been. How have you been, Vince? Tell us of your travels. Our friend Vince here. Good to have you here. The tree of life, as above, so below. That's how you interpret the tree of life, as above, so below, right? There's all kinds of symbolism. You got this, another pentagram in the middle there. There's always money hitting these little crevices here. Yeah, everyone wants prosperity, right? So it makes sense to have something like that. Think prosperity, right? They say, right? You are cooked. You are pretty high right now. Vince fired you twice, really. You're taking care of a 4-month-old baby girl, Charlie, and got yoga in the AM. Miss you, Bart. I've been busy. You got a 4-year-old now. Is this your child or your grandchild or one of your relatives that you've been taking care of, right? And you got some yoga going on this morning. That's always fun. I would love to have the time to do a yoga class. That would be a lot of fun to do. I think yoga is a very healthy thing for people, and there's different types of yoga, right? Now, what I don't like about modern yoga is they try to separate the spirituality from it, like in the United States. I remember when Sadhguru came over to the US and he saw all of these yoga studios. Like, what is this? This isn't yoga, right? Um, it's a spirituality. The idea that you're separating the spirituality out of it, it really it defeats its purpose, right? Yoga is a form of praying with your body, using your body to achieve spirituality. It's a very beautiful tradition. Hiroshi is here. I didn't see him. Hiroshi's gas station, our good friend. Where's he at? Is he here? I didn't see him come in. No, I don't. Where is Hiroshi? Yeah, I haven't. Hiroshi hasn't. He left a comment this morning, but I haven't seen him in about a week on our shows. He's been busy at the gas station. Mary Myra Manfair is here. Good to see you. Double the hearts, my friend. Double the hearts. You got a white, red jewel, but not the green. You see, yeah, look at all these jewels. What is the meaning of the jewels? You got 2 reds, 3 greens. What is the purpose? I don't know. People got pentangles. They use all kinds of things for them. I just like the art. I think the art is beautiful. What are you doing with French fries there? The acorn and oak is for life and strength. Right up here. That's how you interpret it. Yeah. Let's see here. Bob, please go do yoga. I hope it would help you. Yeah. Well, I don't think there's any helping me because I got no cartilage between my bones. There's nothing yoga can do for that, right? Now, I practiced a form of yoga for a long time, a Christian yoga called Hesychism. And I didn't do it for it wasn't for exercise. It was for the postures were for meditation, like the sitting up and breathing. These are things that you'd find in the spirituality of Hesychism. And I practiced that for quite a long time in my life. And I tried teaching people about it in the church I was at, but they were just not interested. You are from the kingdom of Gondor. Well, welcome, my friend. How is the orcs over there? Weeble wobble, but they don't follow down. I could go help him, but I'll wait to be asked. Help us, Fiona, help us. The cows are wild, some of them. Wild cows. Now that's a new one, right? Am I a Christian? Yes. Praise Jesus. If you have dementia, I am certified to teach you yoga. Really? So you help healing people with dementia through yoga? Now that's interesting. That's interesting that yoga is a form of healing. Dementia is a terrible thing. You know, when I was a clergyman, we had a lady, she had dementia. And she was, she lost it all, her mind and everything. She was still coming to church and she couldn't talk very well. It sounded like sometimes she was speaking in tongues to us. And one time, it was so funny what she said. I was talking about something with the parishioners there. I feel like I'm losing my mind. She goes, yeah, that's how I feel too. She had a real sense of humor about it. Let's see, what do we got here? Dementia is the worst. It's a terrible condition, right? So is sundown syndrome. You ever have a grandma with sundown syndrome? They've made horror movies about that shit. So the sundowning is when your elderly people, they lose their goddamn minds and turn into monsters at night. They go completely feral with the light disappearing. Right? That is a weird phenomenon. If you've ever seen people with sundown syndrome, have you ever heard of that before? These people, they lose their minds when the evening comes, right? Let's see. You used to interfere and offer help, but you're trying to get rid of the habit. let people come to you. Oh, well, that's very courteous of you, Fiona. Dementia and Alzheimer's. Yeah. Sundown syndrome is terrible, right? The self-consuming serpent is a symbol of immortality, right? The idea of destruction and renewal, right? Very sad. Did you see that movie they made about sundowners? That it had to do. It was one of those like cell phone filmed videos, like the Blair Witch type of thing. You had these two children, a brother and a sister, staying at grandma's house, and then they discover at night that she is like crawling on the ceiling and doing all kinds of weird shit. Very scary film. Very scary film. Yeah. Used to work physical therapy with Alzheimer's patients. Yeah, very scary and weird. Yeah. It's a terrible experience that when you lose your mind, right? What's interesting, if you are a Christian, there's a legend of John the Apostle developed Alzheimer's, and the only thing that he was able to say was one phrase: love one another. The rest of his mind was gone. All he could say was love one another. Has anyone heard of that legend, that tradition about John the Apostle losing his mind and just at the end of his life just saying love one another? Yeah. Your mom, sundown before she was put into mental health hospital. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry that you had to experience that. The grandpa shoved a dirty diaper in the kid's face. Yeah, you saw the movie? You are a second-degree ordained Wiccan minister. Well, welcome. What type of Wicca do you practice? Are you Gardenian, Alexandrian, so on and so forth? Do you do Wicca in your own way? I am not a Wiccan. I'm just an entertainer. I practice Druidry, but Wiccans are my friends, right? Wicca, modern Wicca and Druidry, the people that founded them were good friends, right? Back in the 50s, they were good friends. Do I believe in magic? Well, certainly. Druidry sees magic as cooperating with what is already here, what is natural. And for some people, that's magic, right? Working with the energies that are here. Now, I don't see magic as like transactional religion in terms of I'll do this for the deity and the deity will give me some powers. I think that is a farce. I think it is inappropriate. You're an eclectic Wiccan, so you do it your own way. Yeah. I believe in magic. Yeah. Magic to me is going beyond the limitation, is seeing beyond the periphery, right? And working with whatever energies are available, so you can go beyond, right? Like and subscribe. Thank you. Look who it is from the land of the prophet Elias. It's Truthly, our wonderful friend from the land of Jordan. Good to see you. Always nice to have you come in and stop in to say hello. You once took a shit and it disappeared. You didn't even flush. Yeah, that's kind of like when you take a shit and you don't need toilet paper. You go to wipe and it's like, wow, that's magical, right? I'm so bored I might cut grass with scissors. Oh, damn. You're going old school, right? You ever use one of those? Well, when I lived with my my father in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Yeah, I mean, we lived in poverty. He couldn't afford a lawnmower, but he had this push mower from like the 1950s that the blades were all dull. And he wanted me to go cut the grass with this old ass thing, pushing it around, and it just isn't doing it, right? You ever cut lawn with one of those old school lawnmowers? It's got the two wheels on it with blades in the middle. I mean, it's terrible, right? That's Oreo's magic. Yeah. Uh, that's hilarious. The Robe, you should tell them your channel. You would definitely tune in. Who's the Robes? Who is that? Rune Magic Life. Yeah, I love reading runes. That's my thing. I enjoy runes. Yeah. Uh, I'm a brown belt in being agnostic. It matches your underwear stains. Look at that. Yeah, nothing like a few skids to get you going, right? Latasha, I agree how babies can be born in sin, like how the baby's smoking and drinking and gambling in the womb. Latasha, I don't think Latasha adheres to that, right? Maybe there's a different Latasha here. I don't think Latasha's a fundamentalist Christian. But there might be another Latasha on here. Magic is how I focus my mind to line myself up with the ultimate spirit and help bring what is not into being. That's a good philosophy, right? Magic to me is making the world beautiful, right? Helping us to evolve, growing. The pentangle is a portal. Use it as a portal, right? No precious baby is unpure. Yeah, that the idea of original sin is abhorrent to me, right? It sounds like you send back curses. I'd be careful. You'd hate to curse yourself. Curses to me is what children do. I think that's a childish thing. Yeah. You carry a rune for protection. A wicked woman gave it to you and told it to protect you. Not gonna lie, I haven't felt very safe. Your life has been crappy. You know, the idea that a little trinket has power. I you know, the trinket I think really points the way to what's inside of you, right? When I give you something and I say, believe this will have power, the power comes from you. It doesn't come from the trinket, right? There's a really powerful story I heard when I was younger about this knight who was a dragon slayer. They gave him a shield. They said, you will be invincible, right? And they gave him the shield. He went out and he killed all these dragons, no problem. And then the person who gave them the shield later on in life had said, you did that. The shield has no power. I lied to you. And then he goes out and gets eaten up by a dragon, right? Because he stopped believing, right? I think there's a lot of power in us that symbols can help bring it out of you, right? But it ultimately comes from you. You are the source of everything wonderful. Born in water and blood, how pure it was. Yeah. Roman Catholic fundamentalist Mordecai is here. Good to see you, our Roman Catholic friend Mordecai. Bindings are much more effective. You like binding yourself up? That is your thing. You are into the sexuality of binding yourself up. Your body is a temple, and you live in a temple, right? Yeah. The idea of your body being the temple of the spirit should tell you everything wonderful is inside of you. Your body is wonderful, right? Why didn't Christians get that? When the apostle said, your body is a temple, that means everything about you is wonderful. God lives in you, so you're wonderful. You're not an original sin. You're not terrible. You're wonderful. You're a temple of the Spirit, right? That should be something that people don't think about. Why do you want to die and get out of here if your body is a temple already, right? It harm none, do what you will. Yeah, that's a bullshit philosophy to me. Harm none, do what you will. You harm people when you're not doing good because you are not disassociated from your neighbor, right? We are all one species. The idea of harm none, do what you want is that's what children want to hear so they can keep misbehaving, right? that they can keep doing inappropriate things. Like, I'm not hurting you. Yeah, you are. And when you're abusing yourself, I love you, my child. So when you're hurting yourself, that hurts me, right? I think it is a terrible philosophy. The idea of harm none, uh, do it what you will. If everyone followed that philosophy, we'd stop evolving as a species. It's very self-centered, and it really is bullshit, right? Um, the body is the temple of the Spirit. Yeah, the Holy Spirit is God, God being everywhere, wanting to dwell in you. Some temple decaying fish. The idea of decaying flesh is not bad. The decay opens up to greater life. The idea of resurrection, I think, is an important mythology that demonstrates that your flesh is wonderful, right? Discord members, prayers are up. Reverend Aquarius here has put the prayers up in our spirituality section on our Discord channel. Is The Golden Dawn a good book to use? I'm not here to tell you what is good. You should read things that inspire and encourage you, right? I'm not here to tell you what to do. I share my opinion with you. I've never read any books of the Golden Dawn myself. It means you can do what you want as long as you don't hurt anyone. I know what it means, and it's bullshit. Because you are hurting one. Just because you don't think you're hurting someone doesn't mean you're not, right? Like people who practice substance abuse in your family. You're hurting people. Well, I'm not hurting you when I'm doing this methamphetamine. I'm just helping myself out. No, you are hurting somebody. You're not separated from me. We are one species. We are one family. No man is an island. What you do matters to me, and what I do matters to you. We are one. So this philosophy of self-centeredness is all I see in it. Your butt cheeks are rotting. Oh, time to give up male prostitution. Yeah. God is like a box of chocolates, I bet. Your new moon information, new format, midday for tonight. Yeah. We celebrated yesterday the buck moon. Was out in all of its flavor, right? We celebrated all that lunar energy yesterday, my friends. I am the one that hates eggs. Your wife is cooking some. Yeah, same with me. It makes me want to vomit. I hate the smell. It smells like shit to me. When everyone in my family loves eggs, I hate it. I make them spray shit around the house because I can't. I hate eggs. I hate eggs with a passion. So I know where you're coming from, Dr. Mantis. Yeah. The Golden Dawn teaches members do crazy things. They showed me that they have some sort of esoteric knowledge about energy and spirit. Yeah. Shapes. Yeah. You will give your plant some blood if it needs a boost. What kind of strange rituals are you doing? You have vampires as plants? Is that what you're doing, Fiona? Interesting, yeah. How many months did you believe in universalism? Oh, I believed in that when I was a Christian. I think, that's something that worked its way into my life. I probably was a universalist for about 5 years, I would assume. When I was in the Eastern Church, there's a lot of room for universalism, I think. Hail Odin, I thought this is AI. I am an AI. Yes, I am an AI. Only AIs can be this brilliant, right? I am an AI. The Apokatasius, Stasius, yeah, that all will be saved. Now, I don't believe any salvation is necessary. I think that is a bad philosophy that comes from the ancient world. But my son, he still goes to church, and he is a universalist. You're thinking of making some paintings from period blood. Wow, you're going to get into some real matriarchal celebrations, Fiona. There's people that do that, right? They make That is a form of their art, right? Good morning from Spokane, Washington. It is the Talon, the modern day villain, right here. Orcs and other fictional beings are portrayed as evil. My 7-year-old says he hates kind actions. Is she an orc? I don't know. I don't know. Our children can be wild in their behavior, right? Certainly, right? If that is bullshit, then all religions are bullshit. A lot of them are. Yeah, a lot of them are, in my opinion. Yeah, religions control and manipulate you. And the idea that doest thou wilt and harm no one, to me, is a manipulation. It's offering a false form of spirituality. Yeah, your spirituality thrives in community by learning to love those around you. When you learn to love yourself, you're really loving others, right? And the do as thou wilt is nothing but self-centeredness. It does no good for the world ultimately. So it is a bullshit philosophy, in my opinion, right? AI Ancient Illuminator. Look at that. I am the Ancient Illuminator. Um, yeah. The Reverend Swift, Reverend Aquarius. We have all kinds of names for you now. The Reverend. He runs our spirituality section on our Discord. We have people who are atheists on there, people from all different walks of life. And it's good that we have people that are able to express themselves there on our Discord channel. How do I teach my toddler not to brutalize animals she loves? Yeah, it's hard, little kids wanting to hold the animals and stuff. Yeah, you have to monitor that stuff. You have to be very careful with some children. They don't understand boundaries, right? You have to start out slow with that, right? The disappearing poop trick, 10 out of 10. Yeah, that's a fun one, right? If it's well done, Billy. Yeah. You view Protestantism as a toxic, evangelicals preaching the gospel. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of it is very unhealthy. Very, very unhealthy. Yeah. Well, then, you don't understand the meaning, but I understand where you're coming from. I understand it quite well. That's why I think it's bullshit. There's a lot of bullshit in spiritualities. A lot of stuff from New Age and occultism is very self-centered. It doesn't help the world at all. It only helps you, makes you feel spiritual when you're really not. Spirituality has to be rooted in humanity, in its betterment. And that begins with you, right? If you are separating yourself, harm no one. That is a bullshit philosophy, right? Can I express myself with my faith on Discord? Of course you can, as long as you're not being a nuisance, right? When you're a nuisance, when you're forcing it, that's when it becomes inappropriate. We do have Christians on our Discord server and Muslims that share. That's fine, as long as you're not being a fundamentalist. Bruce Bowling, our good friend, good to have you here for your entertainment leisure. It's always nice to see you, Bruce. Always nice. Is that a picture of you there? You're an elderly gentleman as well? Our friend Bruce here? You never force... Yeah, I know you don't. That's why you've been here for, a year, right? You've been here for about a year, our friend Truthly, right? Why does the saying, rabbit, rabbit, on the first month give you luck for the month? Well, there really is no such thing as luck. There is only fortune. And fortune is something you walk into. It's like hidden in a room. It's waiting to surprise you sometimes, fortune, right? Yeah, luck is really, there's no luck, really. I mean, that's something that we use, good luck to you, but really there's only fortune. And fortune is an energy that just makes its way into your life. That's when you are fortunate, right? As the saying goes, right? Let's see here. February 25, you've been here. Look at that. You've been here for a long time. Well, thank you for being committed to our program here. Yeah. 4chans are made by the Israelis. What the hell is a 4chan? I don't know what. Fortune is made by the Israelis. Why do you say that? What do the Israelis have to do with 4chan? Yeah, it's a long time. Yeah, yeah. He was here when I was doing this for Christianity. He was here, right? When I was doing the church work here, teaching Hesychism. That's what I started doing down here. Your boss wants you in a containment, telling too much about luck. Humans don't need to know about the anomalies. Don't you get it? It will break them. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, right? Do I support the Orlando Soccer Club? Of course. I support all homosexual organizations. Of course I do. Yeah. 2 chains. Don't forget to hit the like button, my friends, as you're coming in. Spiritual entertainment, 7 days a week. I am here for your entertainment leisure, right? The guy who made it knew it. I don't get into politics. Politics to me is a terrible, terrible conversation that doesn't really help anyone. What is Hesychism? Hesychism is a spirituality that's like yoga in the Eastern Christian tradition, right? You should know about it. You're an Orthodox Christian. How come you don't know about Hesychism? Do I believe in regression? Yes and no. I think that the idea of past life regression is nothing more than ancestral memory. The idea of past lives is a good philosophy, but I think that the idea of ancestral memory is a very real thing, that your ancestors still speak to you, that they have a voice in your own DNA, right? And that people experience this memory, this experience, and they think, oh, in the past life, I was so-and-so. To me, that is ancestral memory that you're experiencing. You are you, right? That's how I see it. You don't hear people talking about ancestral memory. That's my philosophy that I've come up with. I'm not against the idea that you're reincarnated. I have no problem with that. But I think that other types of philosophy are needed, like that are scientific. Why is ancestral memory scientific? It's because your DNA determines your experience. And we know that memories can be transferred at the cellular level. So ancestral memory to me is a more scientific approach to past life regression than reincarnation is. Because that is something that I'm certainly open to the possibility. But I think science can demonstrate that you certainly inherit the memories of your ancestors. Orange Juice, good to see you, our good friend. Good to have you here. What does the star behind you only have one red stone? It has two, and I don't know why. I didn't make it. I just thought it was pretty. Yeah. The democracy of the dead. Yeah, that Chesterton is talking about the theology of the fathers speaking to you. But that's a good way to look at it. The democracy of your ancestors, right? Past lives aren't your lives. It's muscular DNA memory. See there. That's how I see it. I see that as when you have memories that are very real, I think that is ancestral memory. Even spirits speaking to you, I think are ancestors that are very real. The idea of a universe managed by the Brahman, yeah, these are wonderful philosophies. But I think that for me, ancestral memory is how I see
Like when you die, you continue on. Your atoms, your particles, they continue your memory. You still live through them just as much as you live as an energy being consolidated in this form, right? I think science will discover that the idea of the ghost is a very real thing, that we do continue on as an energy being. I think that we'll discover that with our sciences in the future. Um, the aura about snake symbol, definitely know too much, really. You find folks, your meds, we need lots of meds here, our friend, orange juice. Please have a natural fear of spiders. Where does it come from? Ancestral memory, right? Fun fact: I can't lie if I'm asked, but I can choose not to answer. Is what you do. That's how you roll. You don't like lying. You just be quiet, right? It's a courtesy. Do you think it's possible to honor your ancestors without sacrificing? Yeah, I think sacrificing is a terrible, unless it has context. Like, I remember you, my ancestors, by this celebration as a way, like a love letter, right? Not as an appeasement, not as a way to try to get something from your ancestors. Yeah. Subconscious reality, I think, is very important. That subconscious, that there's a collective consciousness within our humanity that speaks to us. If you got in a time machine, you went back and you were a Christian and told your Christian self that you would leave in October, I would have called myself a heretic. It's really a miracle that I left Christianity because I gave it my whole heart. I lived the life. I did everything right. That's why people don't understand why I left. They want to think somebody hurt me or I never really believed to begin with. I mean, they can't figure out why I had a successful career as a Christian minister, and I walked away from all of that for this, right? Let's see here. I think we all get to a certain age where we can't tolerate certain types of bullshit anymore. Yeah, that happens, right? That's what it was for me leaving Christianity. You honor your ancestors by their past times. They will haunt you if you don't. If you do bad karma, your family members will say what they are doing. Yeah. I mean, there's all different ways to look at it, right? It's good to talk about it. It's good to have a conversation. Am I agnostic? Yeah, certainly, yeah. Yeah. I cannot deny the fact that I experience God, but I'm certainly an atheist when it comes to most of the things that are written about deities. But I cannot deny my experience of divinity. So I'm certainly agnostic. Yeah. You are the Barry Sanders of deacons. Oh, I would have loved for him to be he's a funny politician. I would have loved Barry Sanders. Oh no, wait, we're talking about a different Sanders here. We're talking about the football player. I was talking about the politician Sanders, right? Barry Sanders was like the best football player ever, right? You are allowed to change your mind at any time, certainly. I will leave you and your fine folks and thus topics today. Good to you. Take care, Orange Juice, our friend. Good to have you here. You think Jesus is still there? Yeah, I don't have a problem with Jesus at all. Yeah. Jesus fought against fundamentalism. I think he did too. Yeah, the Sanders was who is the politician Sanders? He ran for president about 10 years ago, right? Politician named Salad. Politician, let me look it up. I forgot his name, but they made a video game out of him. Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders was his name. He was they made a video game on Steam about Bernie Sanders. He would have been a wonderful politician, I think. Do you believe in scientific notes of the Big Bang? The Big Bang is no longer scientific, because what we know from our sciences now is that there's been infinite bangs that are happening, a, uh, uh, a expansion and contrasting of the universe, that energy cannot be created or destroyed, that this process of bangs has been going on. There's never been a creation of the universe. This is a scientific fact. Natasha's not a Christian fundamentalist. You were raised in a Christian church, but you didn't like what was going on and being said what was done. Yeah, that was an old conversation. Uh, I think that we mentioned Natasha earlier, and now I'm just hearing updates from it. Yeah. I'm telling my higher up, thou, that you're really a threat to physical, but you're still listed as a Class A personnel. I don't know what the hell that means. All right, I've come to the conclusion, my friends, of our broadcast today. I'm going to be back in a couple hours to play some video games with you. Won't that be fun for your entertainment leisure? And tonight, if Night of Cypher wants to do 7 Days to Die, we'll do that again this evening if he's around, because I know that some people wanted to play again. All right, have a great rest of your day, my friends. Spiritual entertainment.